Hello, universe. Welcome to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark.
Welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails, episode 17 or 18. I don't even frickin' know anymore.
Coming to you live from the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studio.
Wherever we are right now.
Here in the world.
Hey, and if you're looking to buy or sell a house, email Roy at cbhsr.com, or give him a call, 414-235-0763. I don't have my keyboard up. We are not at the studio. The North Shore Academy of the Arts is locked down. Thank you very much, but we're doing what we can. And hey, we're doing a doorbell special. We have Elle Mae in the house, burlesque dancer, and hot Gina.
I'm losing sound.
Former wrestling manager?
Yes.
Ballet
manager.
There we go. So anybody can join today. We're just going to be talking about how things are going. I don't have a script. There is no other news. Florida man is locked down and not doing anything. So what the hell do we talk about?
Oh, there's so much. It's
Like
quarantine.
What? Yeah. Utterly insane.
I can only hear Miss Gina at this moment.
There
Really?
we go.
Uh-oh.
yeah.
It's probably better that way. Nobody wants to hear Tommy.
Whoa.
Can you hear everyone now, Al?
You've missed me, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, he still got the
I can only hear
soundboard.
Gina. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we're
Ooh,
doing
hi, Utterly Insane.
social distancing a little bit. I got to be 6 feet away to Molly, so that means I can
Do
barely
something?
get it in her.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, audio.
come on, that was a good joke, Mark. I get a rim shot.
You have the soundboard.
Okay, I'll just hang out with them and we're good.
So,
So
Molly,
I'm off work. Who else is off
Okay, I'm going to
work right
leave
now?
and I'm going to come back on, okay?
no
Okay.
problem.
Okay. All right. Bye.
I am off work. Gina,
Yeah,
are you off work?
I'm non-essential.
Non-essential. Me too.
Non-essential.
So Molly, who makes cardboard boxes, is the only important person in
Hey.
the room.
Shipping and
I bow to
logistics.
you.
Those boxes ship essential products, apparently. So
Yeah, I guess it. Well, I guess I could tell my Parmesan cheese story.
oh no.
All right, let's hear it.
Gina's heard it.
Molly, I'm on your side on this.
No,
Who doesn't like Parmesan cheese? And I was
Exactly.
Al Qaeda, there too.
right.
well, I don't. So
There's something wrong with you.
I came home and I
The
had
series is over.
a big plate of ravioli. It was
Chef
like
Boyardee.
Do we want to let Ron in to comment on this? I think we
yeah,
got
go
Ron.
ahead. Get Ron in here. Ron.
And out loud, you and your goddamn Parmesan cheese.
I have to hear about Parmesan cheese one more time.
Ron Purtee.
If you talk about Parmesan cheese one more time, I'm going to punch Mark in the face.
There we
God.
go. Okay, so here's the
Come on,
Parmesan
Mark.
story. I walk around the corner with a big plate of ravioli. I come home from like a day. This was right before this shit started. Come home and I walk around the corner. I'm so happy because it's like the best thing in my life. Molly made dinner for the first time in forever. I walk around the corner and she Parmesans my plate for me.
What service?
That's nice. That's considerate.
That is
Right?
love right there.
You
it
get
could
that
have
when
been
you go
rat
to,
poison, Tommy.
and plus when you go to a big fancy restaurant, they have like people walking around to do that. So
Yeah, but
you
they
could have
act.
just been like, well, no, what would you like a little
My will.
Parmesan? I saw that SNL sketch
What SNL?
Molly, were you wearing a tuxedo?
with the peppermill with Dana Carvey and Adam Sandler. You got to watch it. It's hilarious.
Oh, I've never
I've
seen
seen that one. That's a good one.
It was like totally against my will. It tastes like a hot foot. I don't want it on my stuff. And she ruined a whole plate of like the best part of my day.
I need to clarify. Is this real Parmesan? Was she grating it on site, or was this a jar of the
This was a
pre-shedded
jar.
sawdust?
Free stuff.
Yeah, it was
You're
jar.
wasting your time. You're wasting your money.
I
Get
I
yourself
like
a nice
it.
block
I
and then
like
just a
it.
hand
Okay.
grater. Oh, it's wonderful.
But in all the years that you've gone to Festa, everything is covered in Parmesan cheese and you've never once complained.
Right?
Everything is covered in hair too. I think about
You did willingly eat
We are
hair all
not
day
getting
that
invited
day.
back to Festa this year.
No, we're not.
No one's going anywhere.
Yeah, I heard. Well, Festa was canceled, I hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Which kind of makes sense. I mean, Italy's getting hit the worst, so why should we party while they're,
That's exactly
they're
why
struggling.
Festa is the
Yeah.
best one, though, out of all of them.
It really is.
Especially when you got the behind the scenes connections.
No, I like Festa the best.
All the
All right.
food, the fireworks, the Sfingy. I miss
The
it.
lounge
I
singing.
miss it.
What were those? The rice balls that were so good. What are those called?
Rice
Argentini.
balls.
Yeah.
The women with
Shut
more
up, Mark.
facial hair than I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you like that.
No.
You got to get a little.
We can't
stubble.
help it. I mean, they made Furbies after Sicilians. We can't help it.
Fair enough.
Oh, now Ron.
Yes.
You would like some of Hot Gina's stories. She is a professional wrestler manager.
And I am
What?
a wrestling purist.
Yes, she was. She's not anymore. But Gina, what are some of the wrestlers you've met? Some of the famous ones.
Oh,
Backstage, hanging out with, been friends with, still friends with.
I got in through Hornswoggle originally in
Swoggle.
Independence. Yeah.
Mhm.
But as far as who's out there now, I mean, I'm really good friends with Carino. Like,
Son or Steve?
I managed Seth Rollins for a while at AAW. Worked a lot with Jerry Lynn. He was awesome.
Yeah, I hear Jerry Lynn's a really cool guy. And no, I'm assuming he was Tyler Black at the time when you were managing
Yes.
him. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Now,
it
now
was,
do you know Steve Carino or his son? Which one?
Steve Carino?
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of Steve Carino's run near the end of ECW when he would like go out of his way to do actual wrestling and refuse to do like the hardcore shit. That was great.
Right.
I always get shit for this, but I am a card carrying member of the Cult of Cornet.
Okay.
So I'm big on you know what, Utterly, it's gonna be an amazing shit show. You have to watch it. It's one of those things where it's like this is gonna be either the worst thing we ever see or the greatest thing we ever see. And I have a feeling that we're gonna get 3 different versions of The Undertaker. Because in his on Raw, when he was cutting his promo, he said he's bringing the trilogy, Unholy Trinity or something. So I'm thinking, okay, we're getting Biker Taker, we're getting Undead Taker, and then maybe he'll try and fit into his old gimmick from '92
With the
There you
purple
go.
glove.
I like
With the purple glove.
Biker Taker.
Yeah, no, that was or maybe he's bringing Fred Durst. Who knows?
There you go.
Yes, but no, I still watch it even though it's been hot fucking garbage lately. I mean, this empty arena stuff has got to stop.
I was channel surfing and I saw that, and I'm like, half of the point of wrestling is showmanship. There's no crowd to eat off of, to feed from.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it makes it so much harder. Like you get a lot of your energy when you burst through that curtain. The feedback you get right off the bat sets the tone.
Fireworks go off, empty room.
when Edge came out to cut a promo at the Performance Center and all his pyro goes off and there's nobody there. It was like, wow, this guy was gone for almost a decade and he's back into this. And the thing that really bothers me is that you have all these people who are finally getting pushes that needed to get pushes, like Drew Gulak is finally getting a push, and it's like there's nobody there. You know, and of course they put him with Daniel Bryan because who else is going to get him over more than Daniel Bryan will? And did you ever meet him when he was Bryan Danielson?
I did not.
The big question here is, have you ever met Punk?
I have not. I know. I was just after they all like kind of started to make it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Utterly Insane
Yeah,
got to
because
meet Andre
I
the
started
Giant.
right around 2004, 2005.
So when people were like Adam Cole and Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, like the Undisputed Era was kind of breaking in at that time.
Yeah, at that point, I still to this day haven't met them or worked with them.
I think it's hilarious that AEW is just they did one good empty arena show and then it went to shit. And I mean, having Matt Hardy teleport in an empty arena, and then as you're watching it cut, you see Chris Jericho's head move, the greatest thing you'll ever do is listen to Jim Cornette talk about that, because he went off. And anybody who's a wrestling fan from even back in the day, you know how corny can get. And and I don't agree with everything he says. I don't like Omega. I don't like the Bucks. And I like Omega even less when you watch him in an empty arena, because you almost hear all of his hand movements instead of just see them.
Right.
And it's just like, just stop.
Well, since it's an empty arena, why not leave? Why not do something in the dressing room or have a fight like in the parking garage?
Well,
like
that's how WrestleMania is going to be.
Yeah,
that's how
they should do that all the time.
Yeah, Cena and the Fiend are going to have a Firefly Funhouse match, whatever the hell that is. Edge and Orton are going to have a Last Man Standing match. That's pretty self-explanatory. The regular matches are the ones that are going to be like, oh, well, But the thing is, this is the one thing you've got to look for this weekend, because apparently
I knew I could trigger Ron.
Oh yes, the one thing you got to look for this weekend, because it's an empty arena. WrestleMania is too big for one night. When you watch Goldberg versus Braun Strowman, Goldberg could barely get Bray Wyatt up in the jackhammer. Okay, so how the fuck is he going to pick up Braun Strowman?
He's going to lose.
Carefully.
Balloons?
But you guys said like a funhouse match or something, and all I pictured was like those inflatable like funhouse castles that you have in the backyard at kids' parties.
There's going to be wrestling in a bounty house.
To enough like wrestling like family events. Once one of those things goes up, no kids are allowed. They all jump in, and you can't get them out. The kids are like, "Can we come in yet?" No, it's too dangerous in here.
Well, not only that, but I hope the wacky, wavy, inflatable tube men show up. Like, like the ones that were in part of Bailey's entrance that she like took out with an axe. It's like, I hope they just show up. They're all like beaten down and good times. But yeah, no, there's no way he's picking Braun Strowman up. The guy could barely get Bray Wyatt up. We all saw how he almost killed The Undertaker in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So that no.
That's fun. Comedians are
we
having
might
a
have
hard
Elle
time.
back. Let's see.
Elle's back.
Hey, I can hear you all now.
Hey, Elle.
I heard my computer.
Elle, burlesque dancer. This is Ron Purtee, Hot Gina, Mark, Molly,
Hey, Ron.
and
Hello.
this guy.
Hey, I want to hear about some of this burlesque.
I
Oh,
want to see some of this burlesque.
well, I started doing this afternoon, so I'm doing a long distance. He's running music, a musician from his studio at his house, and then
Who's he?
I'm going to go down to my studio and I'm going to do burlesque. So we're doing a live stream this afternoon. So
You've been doing dancing lessons, like online lessons too, right?
I did. Yeah, I've done a few. So and tried to get a couple of people. So a lot of people ask if they want to try doing. They're like, I just want to try it, but I'm so nervous. So I kind of broke it down and made it real simple. So it was really fun, and I got a lot of responses. A lot of people sent me videos of them doing that chair routine or whatever that we were working on. So people sent me. I said, send me your videos, and they're like, okay. And so then they did it, and they sent me the video. It was so fun.
That's awesome.
I'm down. I want to see this.
I have a YouTube channel, so it's on my YouTube channel. So Elle Mae.
I will find it.
Yeah. So kind of fun, but it gets everybody up and exercising, and we're also sitting in our house. So everyone's doing something fun and silly. Hence, we're having this show right now.
I almost missed it. I thought today was Friday.
Oh no!
Like I seriously have no idea what day or month I'm in anymore.
Yeah, we've been in quarantine for 6 months, right?
Yeah, it feels like it.
Looks like that. Molly has been Hunger Games tribute as the person that goes out, and I stay home.
I have to go out anyway.
So yeah, why would I go out too?
I've been out every day this week, so
You can walk around the block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't,
Not here.
Or
You
is
can't.
Grafton locked down?
Yeah.
dude. You know how many?
Vegas is full blown lockdown.
I went to walk at the park in Grafton, though. There's a park by the river.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to go and it's nice out. The whole road is closed. They're doing like construction.
So you can't even
So
go
this
there
is-
either.
I could have
Quad
watched
cars
there
full
from
on
my
train.
house, but that seemed like a little bit too much work at
Listen,
the time.
if the roads aren't fixed by the time this quarantine's done, I'm
That's
gonna
true.
lose my shit.
It's the perfect time to do it.
Now I got a question for Elle Mae. It's okay. So you're doing burlesque without an audience. Have you done it before without an audience?
Like,
Well, maybe one person.
like a just video type of thing.
Well, like, yeah, where people can watch you do it live, but there's nobody there to like cheer and woot and so forth.
Just on practice videos mostly,
Right.
and not too much. Like, I haven't done any of the. I don't think I've done any of the live videos with nobody there yet, except for just like in practice videos or when I'm teaching. So,
It's good. It'll be weird, I'll tell you, because
Yeah.
Tom will attest to this. I just did stand up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, how did that go?
With no audience. I think. Well, that's maybe I'm just so used to talking to a webcam that it didn't really bother me as much. But the second they just did another one, and there were people who like went out of their way to make their house look like a comedy club, and they would stand there with a microphone, and they were just. I don't want to shit talk, but they were just trying way too hard.
Yeah.
Do what.
All of a sudden, everyone's a comedian.
Well, I mean, it's really easy to be a comedian when you look at the daily news briefings, but that's why I never make jokes about that anymore, because it's just, it's like, you can't write it. Life is a joke.
Yeah, I've
It
watched
really
a
is.
lot of open mics, and these comics are like struggling because when you have no feedback, if your joke hits home, you just you can see their thoughts go, am I not funny?
Pause for
Yeah,
laughter,
room
pause
for the
for
rest of the
laughter, and continue.
Well,
Yeah.
so interesting. We have like the big Wisconsin Burley Picks competition is supposed to be coming up on May 16th up in Neenah.
Mhm.
And so we've had applicants that have submitted their applications to doing a show in Neenah in the middle of May for the last few months. And so now we're talking about, are we going to be we'll probably be doing it virtually, like this but people will send in their finished video clip beforehand, and then we'll do like a stream. So then judges can watch the videos and people can link to it and all that stuff. But yeah, we did have, I already had response from somebody and says, nope, I'm going to back out because I don't want to do an online. That's not how I perform. And I get it. I understand, you're a live performer. You're a comedian. You're doing comedy for an audience. If you're a performer or a dancer or a musician, it's really hard to do any of that stuff without having some sort of audience feedback. I feed off of the audience too when I'm performing. So it's
The thing about
It makes a big difference.
It does, but the only thing is like when you're a comedian and you do an open mic, most of the time it's to other comedians, and they don't laugh at you, and no comedian will laugh at another comedian's joke. I have noticed that. I've been to open mics where really, really, really good comedians were there, and they were doing material that I thought was funny, but you look around and nobody else is laughing. You're kind of like, okay.
Wow.
And you don't get a response from people unless you're doing an actual show.
okay.
Because those people aren't comedians, and they are just kind of like there to observe things, and they don't know what goes into doing, like, if someone's there watching you dance, they don't know what went into it. They're just there to enjoy it. You know what I mean? But if you do it in front of a group of more dancers, they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, that's, okay, I'm not going to bother with it. Or they're too in their own head to worry about what's going on.
Yeah.
So doing stand up virtually was nothing, because I'm used to no response. The only other response I get from people is I had a couple right in the front row. I was doing a set. It was one of these weird like variety shows where there was a bunch of sketches, then a comic, and then a bunch of sketches, then a comic. And I went on second, and these two people were in the front of the room, and they were there for one of the sketch comedians. And I got up and I did my Jesus material. And apparently they didn't like that too much. They actually got up and walked out while I was doing the material and left before the person they came to see even got on stage. And I was like, oh, I don't feel bad about that, because if you come to a comedy show and the comedian asks you if you think Jesus faked his own death for the insurance money, you're good. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, come on, fuck you if you don't like it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Jesus saves, but not Ron Purtee.
He's over here eating and he's laughing. He's listening to your material. He thinks it's funny.
Well, thank you. No, Jesus saves 15% on your car insurance, but
Ron, there's no religion on this podcast.
I'm not talking about religious. I'm talking about the man.
Fired.
The man.
Done.
The man himself.
I could mute you too. I got power.
Yes, you do. But yeah, no, it's well, I mean, I am going off the rails, and that's what this is called. So
There you go. That's why I let it slide. I didn't give you the
I
buzzer.
was just giving you shit to give you shit. It's
well,
fine.
that's okay. I mean, I have plenty of toilet paper, so
Yeah, we're all right on toilet paper here.
yeah.
I just think this whole it's been so interesting watching how creative this has had made people get, for doing stuff and for, entertainment. And
Well, I've been watching people melt down on Facebook that I've had to just give a phone call to.
did you see the new challenge though that this like old couple posted? They taped like they each taped a beer to the garage door.
Yep.
I saw that.
Then they opened the garage and they were trying to catch the beer. Is it?
Oh, that's
The
what
drinking
that was.
contest.
That's the new challenge that's going around. It was fun.
Nice.
Oh,
We're making a music video at our house.
yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
we're doing Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie
Oh,
Tyler,
nice.
right?
Yes,
So we went
classic.
back and watched the original music video for that from like 1983. And like,
Yep.
you don't know what's happening in that video. Like she's
A
walking
lot of blue and black sequins.
I just thought of a parody.
and so we're like in my
Holy
house.
shit from a fart.
What? What?
Who let you out of your cage, Tommy?
I'm making my children
I don't know.
do this music
Did I
video.
mute him?
Totally shit from a fart. Oh, I'm gonna make that.
You can make a music video. Tom,
I'm writing a book called Love in the Time of COVID, so I'm just ripping off a classic.
are you? That's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude,
that's the thing.
I'm listening to nothing but true crime stuff and like Tiger King.
Yes.
Do you listen to the last podcast on the left?
No.
You should. It's really funny.
Is it?
Yes.
No, you should listen to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark's old stuff.
I do.
Yeah,
That's what
hundreds of
I
hours
listen
of
to like
backlog.
clear my head of all the serial killer stuff I listen to all day.
Right?
Oh, Gina carries
Like they
knives
get
with her.
90% of my day, I give you 10%. You're lucky, Tom.
Deal. Take it. Take any
So,
percent.
Tom, are you watching Tiger
I'm gonna
King?
be very skilled when I come out of
I
quarantine.
watched, what was it, Molly? 1 or 2 episodes of Tiger King, and it just didn't hook me.
I watched the first two.
You
I'll
both
give it
are
a
killing
try.
me.
I made it 10 minutes in, and I was like, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Oh, really?
I now walk
So,
around
am
and
I the
blame
only
everything on
person who
Carol
liked it?
Baskins.
I've never seen it.
It's really hot right now. Everyone's
I
talking
know
about
it's
it.
all the rage,
Yeah.
but I still haven't seen
And
it.
One of those train
Every
wrecks
episode,
you
it
can't get
just
away
gets a little crazier. So I thought it was fascinating.
I'm just
It's
binging on
like-
Trailer Park Boys.
It's so much better than Springer ever was, and no matter how bad quarantine is, you're just like, well, at least I'm not seduced through meth to a crazy like Bret Michaels, Diamond Dallas Page hybrid that has
Yeah.
tigers.
Here's a question. Do you think that the Tiger King would have done as well in a different time if we weren't all
They are
quarantined?
benefiting from the quarantine, but yes, it might have taken
Yeah.
a little longer for it to hit and become talked about. But I enjoyed it enough that I would watch it again, and yeah, I'd watch it without being quarantined.
Okay.
Well, I have found like some of the stuff I felt like I didn't understand completely. So like I went back and rewatched the entire episode. And I was like, oh, I missed that the first time. There's so much going on. You're just like, yeah. And you sit there and the whole time you're watching, you're like, how are all of these people like not locked up? Like,
Well, he recruited his people who got right out of prison, and they had
right
nowhere to go. So
And
he's
then
like, hey, come work for me. So
and Doc Antle's compound is just weird.
he needs his own documentary because there's something going on there, creepy and
Right?
weird. Yeah, at least Joe Exotic is interesting and entertaining. He's fun to watch.
Didn't he run for president a couple of years
He
ago?
ran for he ran for governor of Florida, and he may have ran
And he
for-
wanted to do president.
yeah.
I mean,
But
let's
like
be
when you
honest.
get OJ Simpson to be like, yeah, she definitely fed her husband to the tiger, like, dude,
Well, he
that
knows
is
all about that.
expert testimony. Like,
OJ,
to
the
no
expert
end. That is a
on-
huge
yeah.
shout out.
So, yeah,
OJ,
that-
come
one of
on the
the-
show. Molly, get him up on the thing.
Send OJ to link.
His podcasts are still up too, which is hilarious.
Oh, the Joe Exotic podcasts?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I might check them out, but I feel like I've already seen all the highlights. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Elle Roker's doing an Off the Rails podcast.
oh, can we see
All these
He loves
celebrities
that.
right now.
Tom, you should nudge your camera down just a little bit because the ceiling fan is a little distracting.
Molly says lower.
I'm just seeing the ceiling fan going around on the top of your video.
I thought it was butterflies.
No, ceiling fan.
Anything
cool,
cool
though.
with Tommy.
If we had a house full of butterflies, that'd be messy.
So
Oh, yeah.
I think Al Roker is the Star Wars to your Independence Day, Tommy.
He took my birthday. He took my show name. We have the same birthday. He's
I think it was his first. I'm going to go out on a limb there.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
But every day on the Today Show, it's you get to send in
Just
your.
go, that could be me.
Well, we were off.
Tommy's the
rails before
knockoff.
Roker.
He's the one that you buy in the alley in New York.
Al Joker over here.
Yep, we're the Aldi's brand Al Roker.
So, what's everybody doing to pass the time?
Well, I
Susan
see
and I played
drinking
a couple of
is
board
part
games.
of the deal there, Mark.
This is the first drink I've had since quarantine started.
Oh,
Well, my wife's pregnant.
Oh, tardy to
so-
the party.
So if she
pregnant?
can't drink, I'm not just going to drink. Yeah, she's due in June. So
I didn't
yeah,
know
so
that.
so
Congratulations.
no one.
That's
Thank
exciting.
you. So no one's drinking
Congratulations
in
on getting laid for a second time, Mark.
Whoop, whoop. Where are those fireworks now?
Yeah, he's got proof that he got laid twice.
the house.
Unless it's a really, 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 really strong turkey baster.
Yeah,
Well, we
Sterling
are in
expense.
quarantine.
or Maury Povich comes up with an envelope and gives you some bad news.
Check for the new Netflix documentary Mark Exotic. It'll be coming next year.
Just me and my cat.
And a turkey baster.
That sounds.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Will there be padlocks?
Maybe.
So, Molly, you leave the house to go to work.
Yeah.
And then, Gina, do you leave the house to go to work?
Before quarantine, every day.
Well, no,
Since
I meant,
quarantine,
like, now,
no.
Now you're not, right?
I'm not essential. I'm in the bridal business now.
Does anybody
I
else?
would never tell a bride that.
I
You're
don't
not
leave.
essential.
I leave the house, but I'm not like I haven't and it's too long to get into, but I haven't really worked for 4 months.
Okay.
But I'm kind of essential, but I haven't.
You're
Yeah,
essential.
kind of.
You guys are all essential.
Well, I do the
That's-
roofing and siding, and we're supposed to be doing a roofing job. It's just that the places that make our material come from other countries, and they're shut down. So it's like nothing showing up.
Yeah.
See-
I work in a health food store. I'm a manager, and we have vitamins, supplements, and groceries, and stuff isn't coming in. Certain vitamins, supplements are out, and then produce too. Like we'll go through periods where limes, avocados, bananas are hard to get, so they just don't come in on ships, and nobody's got them. And then now stuff seems to be coming back in, but yeah. So I leave the house. I have to go work. It's okay.
I'm so jealous.
Well, we work, and one of my coworkers.
What's it like out there? Tell me.
Well,
Is the sky still blue?
It's weird as hell.
it's touching.
One of my coworkers has twins,
Yeah.
and their daycare is shut down.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
a 3-year-old as well. She was able to get the 3-year-old back into daycare after he came to work with her for a little over a week. And he-
Ollie's not good with children. She is a 1800s German schoolmarm.
I've been
Are
fine.
you
with
finally
them.
on my side, Molly?
I've changed more diapers in the last couple of weeks than because we've kind of turned into a daycare and
Wow.
on top of everything.
That's what happens. She has to change and deal with kids every day. So she walks in the door, kicks me in the nuts, slaps me in the face, and just lets it out.
Well, and they're teething right now,
Oh, I
so
feel
it's
bad.
like
Oh, that's
Oh, God.
it's rough.
Yeah.
Dude, that's bad.
Well, she keeps apologizing and going, "Thank you so much for helping." I'm like, dude, we're all trying to get through this. It's crazy.
Oh, you're getting a bill. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Right. I have a roll of duct tape that could help.
I don't know how she does it all the rest of the time. That's a lot.
So,
but
like, I'm impressed that you actually like kind of came over to my side because I remember when you had baby fever years ago.
I don't.
And I was like, "Don't do it!
Molly,
Don't do it!"
Yeah.
I've known Molly a long time. I've never seen any baby fever.
Just take some ibuprofen and it'll go away.
Right? Molly, I had a dream the other night that I was stuck in a hospital and like they handed me a kid and they're like, "Here, this is yours." I'm like, "What am I supposed to do with that thing? Like, do I name it? Do I have to feed it? Like, what's going on here?" I think there's a mistake.
Sacrifice it to the sun god Ra.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
It was bad. I woke up terrified.
Molly, I'm sorry, babe, but I don't think you'd be a fun mom.
I bet she would.
I'd be fine.
Fun mom.
No, she's like the excellent aunt.
No, she's very strict with other people's children. I don't know what she would do with her own.
As she babies her bird.
She is.
Right.
The bird is fine. There it is. She's kissing a bird, but.
Well, it's different when it's yours. Your
Yeah.
tolerance level changes completely. And plus, like, when you raise the kid, they behave the way you expect them to over time versus other people's kids who never do what you want.
I know.
So,
And
The last time,
then you have your
go
own kid, and then you're like, God, my kid is so much better than your kid.
the last time anybody
Right.
trusted me with their kids, I was babysitting for a buddy of mine, and he had two kids, and one was like I think 6, and the other one was 3, and we were watching SmackDown, and I remember it vividly because MVP was still in the company back in his first run. Yeah, so it was a while ago. And we're watching.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I don't want to watch this anymore. So I put on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, and
Kids
the
around.
the kids were sitting right there, and the one of them was just watching it, and it was the exact same point that I first saw the movie when I was 7, when Leatherface puts Pam on the hook, and yeah, and the one kid's just watching it like he's enjoying it, and the other one's like, "Uncle Ron, can you put the Power Ranger back on?" And I think it's hilarious because you know what I'm talking about. MVP looked like a goddamn Power Ranger.
Yep.
And a blinged out Power Ranger. Him and Zordon went to Tiffany's and got a bunch of bling. But yeah, so that
With a nasal strip.
Yes, and the nasal strip. Jesus Christ.
Got to be able to breathe.
Yes. So yeah, I haven't really been trusted with kids since then.
Oh, well,
you want another chance? Is that what you're saying, Ron? We put you down for 2?
Yeah, and I will put on, and you know what? I will put on Solo and let them watch that. If
They're a
anybody
couple
knows
of months old.
you watch.
It's not long-term damage. It's fine.
Yeah, watching.
Listen,
people,
before they learn to like roll over and crawl, you can just tuck them in the crease of a couch.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Well, yeah,
Like,
I mean, and
that's
plus,
the
if
easy
you
time.
have them watch Solo, all they're going to learn to do is eat other people's shit. I mean, so that's yeah, that's a fun movie. I think it's hilarious.
But 4-year-old doesn't do that.
Well, true, but that's where they're kind of like puppies. You know, they eat their own shit. But you just pat them on the head, and you're good. Make sure they know how to ring the bell in the back to go out to make. And yeah, and then you put the baby in a cage at the end of the night so it goes to bed.
You just got to train them to follow the dogs out the dog door.
Perfect.
There you go.
It's like Tiger King, except it's Baby King.
Yeah.
Sure.
King Baby is the thing in New Orleans.
Dude. Yeah, and the
loves
king
it.
cake.
Yeah. I would just do the what Hitler did in Jojo Rabbit and just keep offering the kid a cigarette so the parent sees me and then I don't have the baby.
Smoke.
Wouldn't you like a cigarette?
That movie is so fucking good.
Yes.
I have not seen it.
I finally
What?
saw
It's got an
1917.
imaginary friend who's Hitler.
What you think of 1917, Ron?
That movie, I was so stressed out watching that movie.
In a good way or a bad
In a good,
way?
oh, well, like it's like one of the most intense films I've ever seen. And the sequence when they get to the farm with the German plane.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah.
But when you get to that part and you look, and I had to pause it because I had to go rock a piss. And yes, I talk like the Trailer Park Boys because I've watched all like 13 seasons in the past week. So, take
a wicked pisser.
No, that's Boston.
They're
from Halifax, Nova Scotia. So I mean, that's
epic fail, Tommy.
Yeah, that's a completely different country. Anyway, so I got up to go pee, and I look at the time code, and I'm like, I'm an hour into this movie already because everything is so quick.
Yeah, really.
And it's just, it's so, I got it sitting right here.
And you feel like you're walking right
the way
behind
it's filmed, too, with all the continuous shot.
Well, I'm wondering.
Yeah, it's like a Spice Girls video.
If you.
No,
because there's no, that's not like a Spice Girls video because there's not semen everywhere. But
all the Navy's in it, so technically.
I like watching. I'm gonna have to watch it.
I'm giving myself one, you guys.
I'm gonna have to watch it again to kind of see if I can point out where the cuts are.
There's a couple of whip pans and things like that.
Yeah, and if you watch Rope, the Hitchcock movie, it's supposed to be all one take. Mm-hmm. He was very blatant about where the cuts were. Like, oh, we're gonna go behind this thing. Like, yeah, you're cutting, Alfred. Yeah, you fat cunt. I mean, pardon my French, but it's just like I'm watching this and I'm like. Yeah, okay, you're getting away with murder, literally, because we were seeing Rope. But 1917 hides it way, way better, and that's why Roger Deakins is the GOAT. I mean, there's nobody. The only cinematographer better than him is Greg Toland, and that's the guy who shot Citizen Kane and Wuthering Heights and stuff like that. And so I gotta ask, Gina, what are your thoughts on them swearing in wrestling now? Like you hear. What's her face? Shayna, I think I got hit in the face with a shovel Baszler saying shit on WWE TV and things like that.
I have not watched wrestling in probably 4 or 5 years.
Oh, you got to get back into it. It's so bad.
Like I really shied away from WWE a long time ago. And then I got into Ring of Honor a few years back and was really following it, but I was seeing a lot of people I knew on there at the time, and I liked seeing how they've progressed from the last time I worked with them.
Right.
And then I just kind of like fell off. And like, I hate saying it, part of it is the fact like I don't have cable anymore. I just stream my TV, and I didn't get the WWE like app or package or anything.
I wouldn't get it because apparently Vince has lost faith in it, and he's selling off the rights for a lot of the big pay-per-views like Survivor Series and WrestleMania and stuff like that to like places like ESPN because he's not making it. He's not making as much as he wanted to with the network. It's like, well, why don't you put some stuff on there that I want to watch? Because like there's this Mid-South documentary I want to watch because you get to see Ted DiBiase before he was the $1 Million Man and Hacksaw Jim Duggan before he was a retard. And, you know what I'm talking about. It's
Elle Mae.
What?
How about we join wrestling? You be my manager. I'll be a heel.
I think Ellie would be better in the ring than you, Tom.
Well, she'd save my ass every time.
She'd work the crowd.
I worked WWE shows a number of times, and then WCW way back. So I was,
really?
Yeah, I was I was a stagehand.
Well, if it's my idea, I have to be the star.
I think you should be the star.
You're never the star.
I'll be ready. I'll be like, okay, Tom, ready. You're on in 10, 9. Get ready. Here we go. And I'll open the door, and you can run out of the ring.
As I trip on like the first step.
I know what Tom's gimmick would be too, because if you look at the hat he's wearing, he looks like an 8-year-old who's on vacation in Florida.
Uncle Tom.
Hey, did you know that he holds the record for arm wrestling 4-year-olds?
Shut up. I like
world champion right there. Wisconsin State Fair.
Whatever. She's seen me win the state championship in arm wrestling.
Those 4-year-olds didn't have a chance.
And then she calls him 4-year. I won the state championship.
And when they cried, he ate their cotton candy.
She gives me no credit at all. I literally won the state championship in arm wrestling, and she's like, "Oh, how'd those 4-year-olds work out?" I'm like, "They weren't 4-year-olds; they're grown men. I was the smallest dude in my weight class."
And when was
Whatever. That was a while ago. I got the trophy.
10 years ago, 11 years ago.
She was making fun of your hat too, Tom.
He's going to get his trophy. He's like, I gotta prove that I'm.
Is he really?
Yep.
It's a very touchy subject for him, but I will never stop saying it.
Well, he doesn't talk much about the arm wrestling. So.
No, I didn't know.
Well, the last time he arm wrestled, he ended up having to get Tommy John surgery on. He's got a big scar on his elbow from it.
What?
What you can't see is at the bottom it says 4-year-old champion.
So
Tommy Klein.
We're talking about how Al
it looks
Roker-
crooked.
Did
that fall off a shelf?
Well, it's Tom's.
There, did you see the trophy?
We're talking about how Al Roker stole Tom's birthday. I went and put my birthday in, and it's the only people that are like I know who they are like Tim McGraw and Jamie Dornan from 50 Shades of Grey. Everybody else is a fucking YouTuber.
I think Gina's wet dream would be if Al Roker beat me in arm wrestling.
Yes.
I would be so defeated.
Know if it's a participation trophy, Tom.
Nope, it is first place. You can check my Facebook pictures.
That's awesome.
First place for beating up little kids.
I think I got videos somewhere too.
Proud champion.
Hey, I was a 3-time state champion.
Were you really?
Yes.
Wow, that's impressive.
He had to work his way up to 4-year-olds.
First 1-year-olds, then 2-year-olds, then 3-year-olds.
On a lighter note, Gina, you actually might want to watch one of the matches that's going to be at WrestleMania. Kevin Steen, I guess you'd know him as.
Yeah.
And Seth Rollins in I think it's a street fight.
No.
There you go.
Watching, and he wants to know if the movie Over the Top was about you, Tom.
Oh Christ!
Yeah, you drink motor oil. That's how I get powered up.
I love that movie so much. I'll watch it unabashedly. I do not care. Over the Top is so bad that I just Lincoln Hawks with his we're gonna put and wearing the hat. But you gotta put the hat on backwards now, there, Tom.
All right. I like how he used one of those chick aerobic bands in the truck. He just wrapped it around his car seat, and that's how he worked out. It's just a band. It's
because you don't have to be ripped to do that. You just gotta break 4-year-olds' arms.
That Tom just told you how he works out.
I have one big arm.
Pulling the stranger again.
Pulling that hand over and over again, right?
So, Tom, should arm wrestling be in the Olympics?
No.
Why not?
Because he can't beat them.
No, actually, he might be able to if he went up against the Japanese team because they're always people over there are always so small.
Yeah, but it's weight classes.
He could always just think it in the back of his head.
I did a sumo wrestler in my weight class, dude.
You could just think in the back of your head, I'm just beating up 4-year-olds.
Yeah, he'll be like, I can crush this competition. Oh,
Elle
Mae one's taller than I thought.
Just by grabbing his thumb.
Actually, I did lose one year because I wanted to drop so much weight. I think in 2 weeks, I dropped about 30 pounds. And then they readjusted the weight class.
Oh, no.
And I became the smallest dude instead of the biggest dude in the lower weight class.
You should be used to that.
And then I was out of energy because
that 4-year-old was juicing it, man.
He went right to it.
He was a week from turning 5.
Molly, you remember that when I was only eating ice cubes?
And that's how you lost weight.
Well, you were doing the what was it?
Sauna. I was doing a sauna.
You were doing the sauna
I would go from the hot tub to the sauna, and then I was only eating ice cubes. And I got down to before I didn't know they were switching the weight classes up. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be the biggest guy in this weight class. And then it's you're the smallest dude in the weight class.
It's a bummer.
And I'm
Did they announce you that way too when you came out?
Tiny Tom.
Coming to the table, the smallest guy in the weight class, Tommy Klein.
Tommy, yeah. They call me Little Tommy Klein. Crap.
Yep.
I was 40 pounds heavier last week, guys.
You gotta lose weight the way I did through stress and possible diabetes and not sleeping and the American way.
The American way. Indeed. That's right.
So, Tommy, what do you think about
Why
the
you calling me
quarterback there? Tommy.
Okay.
Tom Brady, what do you think about that?
That laugh.
He has been a serviceable backup for Drew Bledsoe for the past 20 years, and we're thankful. But Drew, still my guy, even though he didn't win anything. But
Drew Bledsoe, you mean the guy that went up against the Packers and lost? That Drew Bledsoe?
This podcast is over.
get out of here, you guys.
Patriots.
Yeah.
You guys,
Is that a tear, Tommy? Do I see a tear in your eye?
I went through middle school surviving that stuff. I have 4 Drew Bledsoe jerseys.
do you
I'll
guys
get you a
watch The Masked
Buccaneers
Singer?
jersey. Don't worry.
I don't want a Buccaneers jersey. I'm sticking with the Patriots.
No, even Buccaneers fans don't want Buccaneers jerseys.
Do you guys watch The Masked Singer?
No.
I've seen a few episodes.
What?
Why was Tom Brady on it?
No, Rob Gronkowski. It was awesome.
I'm gonna have to see that motherfucker all weekend. I don't want to talk about him now because he's
Coming over to your house.
he's the host of WrestleMania.
He sang and danced to "I'm Too Sexy."
Oh Christ!
Oh, how did that go?
Pretty awesome.
Gina's had
We
enough of
lost
that.
Gina. She said, "Do this."
So, Molly, you thought he was a good singer?
No, no. But it was very entertaining. He's a
All right.
terrible singer.
Like
What
when,
was the
when Sarah Palin was doing what is it? Baby Got Back.
Yeah. No, worse.
That's what brought about the coronavirus because the states were pretty okay when she did that, and all of a sudden it's like I think I just heard the 7th seal. Oh, I see how it is. You just don't want to be next to me in the video lineup. Okay, fine. I see how it is.
No, I got a weird notification on my phone and it was blocking the screen, so I tried to remove it and it shut everything down.
Now I am right underneath Mark, so I'm not trying.
And I'm back on. I'm on the side with Molly where I belong.
I'm not trying to fist you.
I'll just set my drink right there.
Yeah, sure.
He's an excellent coaster.
I am. My flat ass head. But I could be a Tom Brady fan, so I mean that's
Ooh.
He was fine.
Nate wants to know if there's a book about arm wrestling. Says there's a lot more to it than he thought.
Oh, there is a lot more to it than you'd think, actually.
Dude, that's
Well, you
opening
should
a
write the
whole
book.
can of worms. Like, Tommy's going to pull out a chest of, like, arm wrestling crap. He's like, here, I got videos, I got DVDs, I got...
Why did you why did you get into arm
workouts?
wrestling in the first place?
My brother was an arm wrestler. He's 14 years older than me.
Okay.
So I kind of always looked up to my older brother, who's really, really strong.
Plus, check out his forearms.
What?
I can't. Oh. Hi.
Yeah, I got a little.
damn. Have you just like how many socks have you destroyed? That's crazy.
I am daily. But yeah,
Them fuckers are walking on their own.
it used to be bigger in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Arm wrestling. So when I went to a tournament with him, there was like a youth tournament, and being his little brother who's like 15 years old and he's dominating the adult class, I won the youth class. And
that's where you developed your obsession with beating 4-year-olds.
The Klein Brothers of Destruction.
I never arm wrestled a 4-year-old, but I will, and I will crush them.
You better hope it's not just like some midget with really big arms.
Even they stand a better chance than Tommy.
What the hell? This chicken wants to win the title and gives me nothing.
It's the last time Hot Gina's invited on.
But he's known me for what, like 15 years or more? He should expect this by now.
Yeah, I got that going. Yeah, Hot Gina and I were talking about the place we used to live at. We lived with...
I didn't live there.
You didn't live there.
I was there nonstop, but I technically still lived in Waukesha at that time.
I think we lived with 3 professional wrestlers and a professional hockey player at the time. So the parties that went on were just insanity.
Smelly?
Oh, yeah.
I was pretty
They're
much
hockey
never
bags.
sober.
We didn't keep them in the in the
How
garage.
could parties with professional wrestlers be rowdy? All they end up taking is somas, and that knocks you out.
No, not these guys.
Oh no, we drank a lot.
And now all pro wrestlers do is lug their Xboxes around with them. Rats are a thing of the past.
When we were
I got it. You want me to explain what a ring rat is?
ring rat is a girl.
No, don't go there.
Okay, now
You can go there.
like a groupie?
Where else?
like
Like a wrestling groupie.
well, they're
Nice way to put it.
very okay. Let's put it this way: if the pandemic was going on when ring rats were a thing, everything else would be closed except their legs.
No.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh.
I admit.
Ron wants one. Boom.
Hey,
You get
They
one.
may have been the start of the coronavirus. Or Carol Baskin, one of the two.
Robert Fitzner says, "Thank God I went to
Girl,
the tough
fuck,
school.
Baskin, that bitch.
Was given a professional boxer as a locker partner." Peter Diddle, Perter Diddle, Golden Gloves champion.
Oh.
That's our live comments.
Okay. Oh, I'm trying to keep up. Okay.
No, you're not.
It's hard for you, isn't it?
You're just not used to being able to see the comments.
I didn't know I had 2 wives.
That was a dream of yours for years, Tommy. You just wanted every woman to love you.
Still my dream.
Except they're just gonna gang up on you.
just move to Utah. You'll be fine.
Yeah, let's all move to Utah, and then your periods can sync up, and you can kill me once a month.
So will you be a polygamist, a polyamorous, or a throuple, Tommy?
There's a difference?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, polygamist is marriage.
Right?
Yeah.
Polyamory is just sleeping around.
No. Being in multiple relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not
Like,
marriage.
it's kind of a free-for-all.
Well, no, it's not necessarily. It can be usually that there's relationship guidelines and rules that whatever the couple, trio, quadruple abide by that they all decide on. So it's not exactly
Yeah.
swinging.
There's usually like one married couple, and then there's other options.
It's like
And
a
they're
family
all
tree.
like considered relationship, though. It's not like one night stands or swinging.
It's a family. If you look at it and you lay it out on a piece of paper, it's like a family tree of getting it on.
Basically.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a minefield to me,
And
but
that's-
Also, Tom touching your fucking
If you can't
face.
keep it in your pants, keep it in the family.
I have not left the house in 2 weeks. I can touch my face.
Oh, and a throuple actually was. They mentioned it on the Connors the other couple weeks ago. I was very shocked that they mentioned it on an ABC show.
so what is a throuple? I've
Right.
never heard that.
It's a
Just a
threesome.
three-way couple?
Yeah.
Well, it's from on
pretty
here,
boring.
the thruples I know, there's one married couple and then someone that they include in their relationship that's not married.
That kind of sucks for that third person.
Yeah,
like,
but like
legally
the
speaking-
husband will take them out on dates, the wife will take them out on dates, they'll all go out on dates together. They're welcome to live with them, but like if at any point they develop feelings for someone else, it has to be approved by like the married
Yeah.
couple.
I would imagine that third person would have like no power. Because the other two will just ice you out.
Why don't
I
you
can't
really
even get
count
one.
on?
I can't even get one person. This is a
At
bunch
least,
of bullshit.
at least like in a three-way marriage, like if two people die, you get to inherit everything and keep it. If you're in a throuple and the two married people die and you're not married, you get nothing.
Unless it's in the will.
Yes, well, yeah.
Who updates their wills that often?
Molly, did you, by the way, update your will?
Drink that juice, by the way, that I left you.
I
Yeah.
don't have a will.
She did. You get nothing, Tommy. I get it all.
Why?
The birds inherit everything.
No, Molly,
Sid
you were
gets
supposed to
everything.
get your will done at the place. Remember?
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Let's do that. There's a pandemic going on. Let's get that
Hey,
will done.
she's
just
Tom,
noticed-
I fallen out.
I just noticed that Mark's got our trophy up there on the bookshelf behind him. Look at
I'm
that.
sorry, I couldn't hear anything.
Because you're drinking?
Yes, that too.
As soon
Makes
as I
life
swallow,
better.
my ears shut off.
I just noticed the trophy on the bookshelf behind you. Look at that.
This is harder than it looks.
What's the trophy?
This one?
You couldn't be Vanna
From
White.
disco dancing to pointing out a trophy.
That's the podcasting award we got.
I know.
But I still don't have the nameplate for it.
Well, that's your wife's fault.
Because Molly gave
It's
it
in
to
her purse
She still
somewhere.
Tommy stole it.
I will be right back.
No, I gave it to Mark's wife, and she lost it.
I see. At that point, I was seeing you every week at the studio. You should have just given it right to me.
I see your wife
that's
every
fine.
day.
I don't mind.
That's funny.
It's in a safe place.
So we mentioned 1917. Anybody else have any good movie recommendations for me?
Uncut
I haven't been
Gems,
watching
you've seen that,
movies.
though, right?
I've not seen Uncut Gems.
I'll watch that one. It's not the movie itself isn't that great, but Sandler's performance is.
But he's awful in everything else.
Well, okay. Here's the reason. Okay, first off, I have a new appreciation for Adam Sandler, and I'll tell you why. If you look at things like Punch Drunk Love or Uncut Gems, whenever he does something that he doesn't have anything to do with and he just acts, he's really, really good. The problem is that comedy is super, super hard to do. All right, so when he does comedy, even if you don't think it's funny, and I'm
You call that
drooling-
comedy?
Yeah, you know what? Billy Madison is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, 30 years ago. What has he done lately?
Oh, okay, fair enough. The Ridiculous Six was not good, but I mean, he has so many other movies.
Okay, is that just me, or I can't hear anything right now?
I don't.
Just you.
Yeah, it's just you.
You can't hear anything?
No, everything just went dark for me for audio.
Oh, but can you hear us now?
Do you want to
That's
just
just
jump
me?
out and jump back in?
Maybe I'll do that.
But I
Oh,
like
wait,
Gotta be next to Ron, though.
Okay.
Hey, Tom.
Son of a bitch!
Wrong side. You gotta go the other way.
Now arm wrestle.
Yeah. Now it's arm wrestle. Come on. But
Oh, the camera's freaking me out. I'm not used to that.
But yeah, no, it's I watched him recently on Conan because Conan's doing all his shows from home now, and Conan is by and large the best late night host right now because if you watch Colbert or Seth Meyers or anybody else, all they're doing is talking about Corona this, Corona that, and Trump this and Trump that. Conan's actually trying to be entertaining. He's not, pushing the fear agenda like everybody else seems to be. It's like we all know how fucked we are. Okay, you don't have to remind us.
Right.
So. But no, when he was on Conan, it was funny because he apparently lost his mind with this Corona stuff, and he went outside with his dog, and this woman had her dog off a leash. He's like, "You gotta put your dog on a leash." She's like, "What? But you've had your dog without a leash." He's like, "Yeah, but we're in a pandemic." And she started walking over to him, and he wants people to be like 30 feet away from him. So he started freaking out, like, back up, and he's like yelling at this woman. And apparently Conan lives like 2 houses down from him, so that's even funnier.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to keep this show like away from all the coronavirus stuff. It's hard not to, but
Yeah.
I looked up
It's everywhere.
stories all week and I couldn't find like any stories because, like I said, Florida Man is locked up, so we don't get
You
them.
could have found
The
some
sex
positive
robot
stories.
factory.
There's going to be a
there's
baby
no
boom in 9 months.
Those are the best.
Yeah, Generation Z.
I did my Corona episode, and that's it. I'm done. I had that nurse practitioner on, and she talked about, and she bitched about empty arena wrestling too. But and it was the weirdest thing because she's like, I'm hurting for toilet paper. I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, because I want the hard stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry for your vagina and your asshole because she wants the hard stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want the soft Charmin. What
Just
the
use
hell
the
is your problem?
newspaper. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? But that's why I'm taking this week off from the show because I got the big thing Friday.
Yep.
Coming
Joe
up.
Bob.
Yeah,
We're having
Joe Bob's on
a break.
Friday.
Awesome.
And I
We interviewed.
I gotta
Joe
ask
Bob.
him. I gotta ask him a couple of questions about how things have affected him, but I'm not gonna sit there and talk about the virus and all this because there's so much other stuff to talk about. I mean, Shudder just added 8 of the Friday the 13th movies, and we have a season of Joe Bob coming up. So,
All right.
Disney Plus just added a new movie I want to watch for free that just came out.
Onward?
What is it?
Onward.
Yeah, Susan and I
we
watched
should
it last night.
announce.
Was it
I
good?
don't think I told Mark yet, but we have postponed our Destination Dino Liam comedy
I
event.
just assumed, yeah.
We had 14 comedians lined up, like 6 different sponsors. We were set up to be on CBS Morning Show.
Really?
We'll have 30 because
Life is
everyone's going to
postponed,
want to get out and do stuff.
Well, it was supposed to be May 9th, and I just don't know when we can do it.
You can still go on the CBS Morning Show and give an arm wrestling demonstration.
Great.
Bring out the 4-year-olds.
Well, have you thought about doing something like this with a bunch of comedians?
The thing is, this was we were not making a dime. Everything was going to this charity, and we got all of the alcohol donated to us. So
where is it?
Beer, it's at the North Shore Academy of the Arts. All the beer
And
was going to be like whatever you paid went to the charity. So that was going to be a big amount of money that they would get. So even if we did like a live event, it's like we would not raise even.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it later in the summer or something like that. It'll be fine. We'll find a time.
Good.
Yeah.
Are you going to run into any issues with comedians now? Because what if something comes up for them? You know what I mean? Are you
that's what I'm worried about. But you know what? Some other comedians were already committed to this date that now might be open for our next date. So you never know.
Yeah. Could go either way. Yeah.
She's like, we're all just taking it kind of like a week at a time. You know, is your bird sleeping?
Huh?
The bird like
He's being very needy. He wants me to pet him.
I guess. My goodness. Wow. Just like
Normally that's the Cheagle, but he's actually sleeping.
Utterly Insane said they had some local investigations set up that they had to postpone.
Yeah, we were supposed to do the Arts Mill, Mark.
When was that?
Last Saturday.
Oh.
They were going to come. They just got a bunch of new equipment, and they had a whole bunch of places that they worked on getting permission for, and now they can't.
We got permission for the Arts Mill here in Grafton. The lady from the Grafton Chamber of Commerce said we could do the famously haunted Grafton Hotel.
Oh, cool. I've never been in that building.
Yeah.
You hear him. He's making these little noises.
Yeah, he screams.
He's piping up.
Right. Yeah, it's a world famous haunted place. It's been in all kinds of books. And
all of Grafton haunted though?
Yeah, pretty much.
Tom, we talked privately about you doing an investigation at your house. Have you thought any more about that?
We were going to do an investigation here before because, at the Arts Mill, they have the bar open and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to wait till like 11, 12 o'clock when they close. So we were going to do it here first.
Oh, sure. Nice.
Did someone investigate why I'm single?
Well, we were just discussing, my husband and I were just discussing about starting a matchmaking service. So my stepfather, he had a matchmaking service for like 15 years or something like that. And so he did it all like prior to online stuff, in the starting late 80s and all through the 90s and stuff. And so he like matched like, I don't know how many thousands of couples or whatever.
Online dating is hard to begin with, and then you add this because it's weird because when you're on there, you're talking to people and things go by really, really quick, and then you end up meeting them right away, but they're not used to the having to talk to somebody before you meet them.
Like courtship.
Yeah, God forbid.
Years ago,
good conversation topics.
Years ago, I tried the online dating thing, and I actually met a guy, and I was just regular conversation, like stuff we had talked about online, and he couldn't keep up. And all of a sudden, I looked at him, I go, "You Googled answers to be able to keep up with the conversation, didn't you?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm gone. Bye."
Hey, he did research.
He literally would just sit there and like Google an answer.
Well, he was doing work. He was trying.
Yeah, he's like,
but face to face, he couldn't keep up.
Yeah, let him in.
What were you talking about?
Yeah.
Was it all wrestling?
We were talking about like baseball and stuff like that, like simple stuff, because it was baseball season.
Oh,
I couldn't keep up with a baseball conversation.
Well,
Sorry.
I do love how Christian Yelich got this huge contract, and now he's can't even play.
Sports.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Darn.
I like sports. I can't help it.
It's good. Well, I think it was interesting. I was thinking about like way back in the day where you'd have to, like when I was dating someone long term and we would write letters.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Pass
Like
notes
on paper. And I was thinking about sexting.
When people could spell.
Well, you know, like how there's like so much sexting and like you sext really fast and you like sext the next thing and like, oh baby, you're so hot, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, remember back in the day when you'd have to like write your longing thoughts down on paper, and like that was part of like the perception is like getting the letter and then reading it and rereading it and rereading it. Everything
It's
is
more like playing chess via correspondence.
right.
Yeah.
I put my finger here, mail it out. 2 weeks later, ooh.
3 to 5 days later.
That put a whole new meaning to unsolicited dick pic. I'll tell you that much. That was, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was thinking about that though too. I was like, maybe, you know, finding and meeting somebody is going to have, maybe it's going to, like everything else, everything is slowing down. And then instead of swipe right, swipe left, swipe right, swipe left, things are going to change a little bit.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I always wonder what to say to somebody when you match with them or when you message them, because you want to look witty, but you don't want to look like you're trying too hard, but you don't want to just say, hey, how's your day going or whatever, because that would work if you're in person. But if you're messaging them, it's kind of like, oh, maybe you didn't read my damn profile. Like, no, I read your damn profile about how you like to travel and camp, all the shit that I don't like to do, but you're hot, so. And how many people?
Is there a chance?
I can't even tell you how many times I've met people who on their profiles are like, I like camping and working out, and like, okay, first off, that picture was obviously 35 pounds ago, and you've never gone camping. You know,
the closest he gets to working out is pulling into the gym parking lot and going to Dunkin' Donuts next door.
Yeah, stuff like that, you know. But it's I don't know. Dating is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And the older I get,
again,
the longer the more I'm like, I'm just gonna end up buying socks in bulk for the rest of my life.
Elle's got an admirer on Facebook Live. Robert Fitzner says, "You look like his fifth wife. Now ask me how many wives I've had. I've had 4. You can be number 5."
There you go. Match made in heaven.
That is a smooth pickup.
Wow.
Look at that.
But do you have your own audio board? Because I only marry men that own their own soundboard. That's the rule.
I know how to work it.
I'm in. I got 2 soundboards.
Yeah, but you don't know how to work it, Tom.
you don't know what to do with them.
You can barely text people, Tom.
Hey, Gina told me thruples are a thing.
What do you say, Ron?
What do you say, Ron?
It's okay. Molly's got a for sale sign over his picture.
Oh, damn, Gina.
She's just going to sell them.
Fucking one of them. Yeah, that was a crush. I wish I had a crushing force.
A car crash on there somewhere.
Yeah, I do have a car crash, but holy crap. Fucking slaying me today, Gina. I was slaying you the other night, and now you're just coming back.
I told you.
That can be taken a different way.
Yeah. What did I tell you the other day?
Molly goes to work.
I think I told Gina the other day if I wanted my comeback, I'd have to pump your stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, too far.
My favorite.
You went there.
My favorite lately is like, hey, shut the fuck up, because every time you open your mouth, my dick gets homesick.
And you wonder why the online dating's not working out for you.
You think I say that to him? It's like, I'm like, hey, so I like profiles.
Hey, but when it does work, I'm marrying her.
Right, the minute I go up to her, I'm like, hey, so I got a dick, and she's like, awesome. Like, yep, go to the courthouse. But and here's the thing: you can't
let your freak flag fly. You know, if it's going to be a deal breaker on day 2, make it a deal breaker on day 1. Get it out of the way.
Here's the thing: is you can't. I know everything's closed down, but if people want to get married and they want like these small, little, simple ceremonies where it's like maybe 2-3 people, I'm ordained. I will do that shit for cheaper than the courthouse would. Wait,
just stand 6 feet apart.
Exactly.
It costs $35. I'm ordained as well.
Yep. See, so there you go.
I can help them with dresses and tuxes.
Boom.
Hey, we're all good. Who wants to get married here?
2 people.
I can witness it.
And Mark will be there too.
Mark's just like, yeah, I'm here. Where's the free booze?
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Well, guys, what do you think? We've gone hour 10 minutes.
This is fun.
This
Yeah.
is fun.
I'm having fun.
So-
Tommy will never talk to me again, but I'm having fun.
That's not
Having a
true.
good time.
We'll write you a letter.
And it'll say, "My finger is going here."
And here,
I
parentheses,
eagerly await your response.
butthole, all knuckles. Because fuck you, Gina.
Utterly Insane says they got married in Vegas, was cheaper than here, but they lied to me, and not everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
They either got pregnant or herpes.
Hey, you know what?
I
I,
can't even talk about the marriage.
I was actually thinking
Only
maybe
one of them got herpes.
I was thinking maybe I should get herpes so I can learn management skills. You know? Yeah.
Well, there is a herpes dating site, believe it or not, Ron.
Oh Christ!
I saw that.
Yep.
Wow,
If
you
get
got way too
herpes. Like
excited
if
for that.
you
Well, I guess.
spend all your Tinder swipes, get herpes, then move to the Herp Alert site, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
gotta-
connect with somebody on Tinder to get the herpes to go to the Herp Alert site.
Just go right to Herp Alert. You'll get it.
It's a whole thing.
They don't test you to get in.
On that note,
You
Yeah,
have
well,
to show
it's not-
positive test
It's not like
results.
this isn't like the coronavirus. You don't have to get tested.
They
So
don't
you
just
have
let
herpes.
anyone
Back to the
in.
line.
It's like there's a big old wide open door. Do you have herpes? We don't care.
It's fine. I'll
No, I
fuck
accidentally
anything.
saw it because one of my friends sent me a screenshot of like a sugar daddy site, and she's like, "Look at the description," and right underneath it was the herpes site. I'm like, "You're focusing on a sugar daddy site? Did you look anywhere else in the picture?"
Yeah. There's a herpes, I think it's called Herp Alerts. Or
Sugar herpes or herpy
The,
daddies?
the
or...
one I saw was herpes positive are us.
wow.
I like herpy daddies. I think that's.
Do they offer curbside pickup? Like, oh, never mind.
Oh my
Herp
god.
Slurp.
On the same note, EDC is still scheduled to go on, so there should be a syphilis outbreak real soon too.
Ooh. Jeez.
It's
Gina,
happened the last few years with EDC.
Well,
Gotcha,
I look at it like this.
All the good news in the world.
I look at it like this. It's like during the Black Plague, Shakespeare wrote King Lear. So during the COVID epidemic, I'm gonna get my dick wet. It's gotta go. It's
Bringing
gotta happen.
people together one way or another.
Someone's
Right,
going to be on their
exactly.
deathbed. I'm not dying a virgin.
I'm not a virgin, motherfucker.
No, not you. You'll find virgins on their deathbed.
Oh, I was gonna say because I don't want to get into that story again.
I thought we were still sacrificing virgins in the volcano in order to get this thing to stop.
No, we're sacrificing up to Raw firstborn, right? Or
Exactly.
Which one's less
Burn my
painful?
child.
whatever.
Yeah.
You should think about doing this again, and then have everyone bring a headline to your meeting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, homework.
Yeah.
I have headlines. I didn't want to do any news stories this
No,
week.
that's
but
fine. But I mean, you could even have somebody, like as a participation thing, everyone bring a headline.
There you
It's
go.
like a
Let's do it
potluck,
again.
but with news.
Yeah.
We could- let's do it tomorrow. I'm in. What are you guys doing?
Tomorrow.
I have
Well, then that'll be a bonus episode.
a
You can do a
bonus.
live bonus. Why not?
I could do it next weekend, but I can't come tomorrow. So if you guys do it, I'll just watch it later. So
Okay.
yeah, I gotta work tomorrow.
Just give us homework and leave.
Look at this.
Yes.
Listen,
We've
everybody
designated the
come with
teacher.
stuff to do, but I won't be there. So
This is due tomorrow. I'm leaving. Bye.
Type in and
Who will
add.
be the substitute?
I'll bring in my headline and I'll type it in and text it to you guys.
well, we can get Derek Relaford and comedian Chris Schmidt on, and
Yeah.
it could be fun if you guys all want. So
I'm liking this though.
We'll
I'm
see,
pretty
yeah.
impressed with how it worked. I think it worked.
I just got. Remember, I don't know if Tom told you I was going to need your help to get Skype going through OBS for Joe Bob, but then I found Ecamm Lights or Live. And it's only a Mac thing, and I don't have to do anything. Everything is all set up. Like so, when he calls in, I just got to press a button. It's ridiculously. It's for stupid people, so that's why it's perfect for me.
Yeah.
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 all right. Well, thank you all. We have the mighty talented right hand Ron the Hammer Purtee,
I gotta
filmmaker, actor, director,
trying to hit Tom.
stand-up
Or Mark.
comedian.
Wrong way. You're going the wrong way.
I'll hit them both.
We have the beautiful, lovely burlesque dancing Elle Mae and teacher, and you've been in film too. And we have the lovely hot Gina. Hot Gina, ring manager. She'll walk you down to the ring and she'll hit somebody with a chair for you and cheer you on. Yes. And Mark's here too.
Happy Mark.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. It's been
You
a
forgot
blast.
Molly.
He always forgets me. It's okay.
The fuck,
I
Tommy?
only set up the whole thing. You know.
Did she just get here? Wait, she's been here the whole time?
Molly, we're gonna break the quarantine rules. You have my full permission to go over and slap him.
Well, he's just up. I can hear him. He's upstairs. We're fine.
See?
Don't forget to watch my interview with Joe Bob Briggs on the 10th at 1:00 Central Time.
The legendary Joe Bob.
Yes,
Briggs.
at my YouTube channel.
Okay.
What is
What's your
that?
YouTube channel?
It's going to be youtube.com/Ron Purtee, and then
Ron
you just
Purtee.
watch. Yeah, I got him for 45 minutes,
Holy shit.
and I'm not gonna make him talk about boobs in front of Molly and make him all uncomfortable.
Yeah, that sucked when we had him.
Well,
He's too much of a gentleman, and we were talking about boobs, and there was a lady
Boobs are fun to
present.
talk about.
Yeah, but he
was a gentleman. He didn't want to talk about it in front of a lady.
All right,
Yeah,
Let's
Monty
locker room
was
talk,
there.
guys.
Ron, I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel.
Awesome.
I already subscribed to Off the Rails and on
My
all
God.
the other stuff.
What's your channel?
Oh, I'm just on Elle Mae. Here, let's see if I can find it. I'll show you a picture. It looks like that.
Up.
Oh,
There we go.
Sub for sub.
There we go.
We will find it.
All right, cool. And then you could do a chair dance, and then you can send me the video. I expect it from all of you.
Does it work on an armchair?
You can totally do it in an armchair on your
Do we
recliner.
really want to see Tommy doing burlesque?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
I'd do
actually
it.
a good dancer when I do dance,
gotta have
but I
nipple
don't
tassels.
dance often.
I would do it, but I don't want people to use up their bleach supply to clean out their eyes.
Actually, ask Molly.
Chairs and on couches, you can do it right where you're at. You just watch.
Gonna end up like Oedipus. He's gonna stab out his fucking eyes.
No, it's so beautiful. And just send me the video link. I can't wait to see it.
Ask Molly. I busted out into a formal dance the other week, and she had no clue what was going on, and I spun her around and made her feel wonderful.
And then
She
she
didn't
Did you
know
think
I
he
did.
was having a seizure or a stroke?
Exactly. That's because she called the doctor because she thought he was having an attack.
No, he's got some moves. It's surprising.
And you know how people like to give me compliments, which is never. So if she's saying that, it must be really good.
Oh,
Or a lie to make you feel better.
you guys should dance together and then post a little video clip. I think that's nice.
I can't dance.
Well,
No,
apparently
but
you can.
when it's formal dancing, I can just spin you and toss you and lead you and make you do what I want.
Ooh,
Okay.
swing dancing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
do you swing dance, Mark?
No, I would like to learn how, but I
Well,
work
this is a
weeknights, and that's what all the
great
lessons
time
are.
for you to work on it because there's all sorts of online tutorials about swing dancing right now. Everyone's
That's what quarantine's for.
My wife is 6 months pregnant. She's not going to want to get spun.
Well, the
You
baby's
never
in the
know.
safest place it's ever going to be.
So you get a blow-up doll. Get the Carol Baskin blow-up doll from Joe Exotic. He's not using it anymore.
Does it have a bullet hole in it?
Well, semantics.
I was at a burlesque show, and I do this. Well, I have been doing this monthly burlesque show, and with a drag queen, and the drag queen went on there, and she got my phone, and she renamed my phone so that my phone calls me Fatty Patty. I discovered that Fatty Patty is actually a blow-up doll.
Oh, okay.
So now every time I go, my watch says something along the lines of like, Fatty Patty, you have only completed one circle, one ring on, you need to complete 3 today. And then it'll say, what is it that you want, Fatty Patty? And it's like, oh my God. And so every time I just think of this drag queen and calling me Fatty Patty. I'm like,
That's
okay, I need to exercise. So exercise and practice dancing.
I had to turn my pedometer off. It was very judgmental. Like when I was in New Orleans and I had to run across the street, it was like unusual activity detected. I was like, fuck you. Okay.
Has your phone been stolen?
Are you okay. You just ran.
Right. I was like, there were cars.
We
Calling
alert the
911
authorities?
for you.
You must be in
Every
trouble.
time.
Oh yeah, we were wrapping up. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It
Okay,
just
invite
what's
me
not a
again.
single
I
bag.
had a great time today, you guys. Thank you. It was
Thank
really
you.
nice to meet you, Ron,
too.
Tina.
Bye.
For coming on, guys.
bye. All right.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
You too.
You guys
Behave.
too. All right. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank
I'm gonna go
Bye.
make spaghetti and put Parmesan on it.
Ugh,
Mail it
the
to
good stuff,
Tom.
though.
As you should.
I'll puke.
Bye.
Don't forget the hair.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in, Universe.